checking out of the motel today. We gotta do one last load. Scrub a wash bag. I had these pants and I washed them. They kind of smelled a little mildewish, so I wanted to wash them again along with the clothes I had on before I took a shower. So just one last little laundry. So yesterday I had to do my first Uber Eats delivery on foot because I'm financing the van and they wanted me to call them yesterday to process a payment, and I thought it was 140. I owed like 142 something, but I bought some stuff at 7-Eleven, bought some food, bought some beer, and when I checked my account yesterday I had $139.75, so I had to make like $5 to be able to pay the amount that I had to pay for that, the bill for this month for financing the van. And I made like $7 on a delivery where I walked I probably walked like 4 or 5 miles for that delivery. And I made about $7, $8. It's enough to get the job done. Should be a lot easier with the scooter. There's an entire area between where this motel is and where my van is, pretty much smack dead in the middle between the two, where there's like 10 fast food restaurants, and those are where the Uber Eats hubs kind of get created, where the fast food places are. So I think if I work right around there, depending on the Wi-Fi connection, I should have no problem getting deliveries when I need them. Get in decent shape. I'll see how efficient making money that way is. If I have to get another job at like Salvation Army, where there's a mechanic shop that said they were looking for some technicians, really said that I could apply if I wanted to. Really just go there and, beginning of the day, work there the whole day, and I'm sure they'll just pay me when I'm done and figure out a schedule from there. But those are 2 backup plans that I have. I want to keep dedicating time to the channel, even if it means utilizing my camping skills and sacrificing, things like shelter, things like hygiene. Well aware of these things, but I'm also well aware of the potential of putting a full effort in the YouTube channel, what that'll mean in a year, what that'll mean in 2 years. I mean crap to anybody right now, but it's going to mean a lot to me in a short amount of time, relatively short future amount of time. So I'm excited to keep giving you guys more and more content that I find on the internet in my travels and things. So thanks for watching. Some of my clothes are still wet. This giant microfiber drying towel definitely comes in handy, because I can just get a little bit of moisture out, and then it's kind of an exponential thing. The more moisture you get out, the faster things dry. So a little bit of moisture like that you can see from one of my sacks that I got out of the sack is going to make such a difference in it drying, and it'll probably dry in an hour or 2 if I didn't use the microfiber towel. It would probably take like 6 to 8 hours to dry, as opposed to like 2.
post office. Drop this envelope off. I think it's got to be in the mid-90s, at least 90. There's a life tip: if your bag ever rips, tie a knot in the old opening and use the new opening. Time to get some water. Mom, just relax, Mom. If anybody can handle this kind of stuff, it's me. I need to have that kind of confidence. So that's why I'm doing this kind of stuff. Alright, get some water. You get coffee like this in like 95-degree weather when you're confident. And I'm gonna do a lot of walking today, a lot of scouting, so I'm gonna do my energy. Coffee's great, it suppresses your appetite and great for scouting around in this kind of weather. Anyone from my past, I guess, that I have to prove anything to is fucking toast in my mind. That's how I think about it. If I have to prove anything to anybody because people lied about me, there's never anything good gonna come out of that individual's subconscious for the rest of their life and for the rest of my life. And I understand that, and hopefully they do eventually. But it's gonna take some time probably. It took me some time to wrap my head around all this stuff and finally moving forward. Positivity, and that's basically it. After I got stuff at the gas station, I got that water and that coffee, I had too much crap to carry, so I used my Mac charger to tie a water jug to the top of my backpack. Now I can carry everything. So another tip, if you're going to a festival or you're going through a rough time, you have too much stuff to carry, you can use a charger, I guess, as a cord. This garbage bag is a direct representation of the confidence that people have had in me my entire life. Just every step I take, every strong effort, every sign of confidence, this bag just slowly but surely tries in every angle and every possible way to just tear itself apart and just fall apart. Just like everybody else who had no confidence and very poor judgment in my life in the past. Regardless of how shitty this bag is, I'm still holding it in one piece. Well, I bought these bags at Walmart, assuming that they were made out of plastic and they were, actual bags, but I guess I was mistaken, and apparently they're made out of paper mache and they just rip apart, even when you hold them from the bottom with two hands. Paper mache just does not stay together, I guess. Man, even the warranty company screwing me over was like a blessing in disguise, because this area is so much better than the area where my van originally broke down. Like, there's literally like five parks like this one. This is a really nice park. There's like 5 parks, maybe not as nice as there's 5 parks all within like a 1 mile block. So definitely plenty of resources available, free resources. the university, huge university, major university, like Baylor University. And it's just being an area that's warm all year round. There's lots of churches. Texas is heavily religious state. Lots of churches in general. I don't know. I got shit on some luck, I guess. They have these outdoor gym spaces. I'll definitely utilize those like I did in New Mexico. These parks are relatively empty during the day. I mean, COVID around, with it being June in Texas, it's at least 95, I think, today. People can't handle the heat. People don't want to be exposed to germs and stuff. These parks are relatively empty right now. Proper planning and laying out, a map with any relevant resource, public, free. There's no water at this park, but there's another park closer to the University of Baylor that has public restrooms and public water. So find a couple of those puppies. There's porta potties around. There's a porta potty by the post office in town. Just, having the knowledge and the info where these resources are and not wasting time and energy to get to them is it's important for somebody who already is lacking resources. Just having the knowledge of what resources are available to you in your area can make utilizing them and not wasting time and energy so much easier, so much more effective. And that's the kind of knowledge and the kind of info that I believe is lacking in the homeless community. Just the knowledge of what immediate resources are physically available to you in your area, and having a map and a layout of where they are, what they are, and knowing how to get to them and not wasting your time and energy trying to get to them or trying to find them. Especially in a climate like this, it's so warm and so hot, where your energy is priceless. Just getting around uses energy, and heat exhaustion, being exposed to the heat is a serious problem for people who, lack shelter in this kind of environment. I'm sure it. It's definitely creates serious health risks for anybody who's of a higher age group that's in a needy situation, that has these kind of problems and has these kind of difficulties. Fortunately, I'm young, I'm healthy, even for my age. It's kind of funny because the situation that I was put in over the last few years is kind of partly a result of my delayed in biological growth, and that kind of works to my advantage in this case, where I'm 30 years old, but my body is probably that of at least, no older than a 25-year-old, I would say. I don't even know if I hit my peak physical condition yet as a male. I think I'm still getting there. Most people hit that in their 25 and 30. That probably won't happen for me until I'm 35. I'm still getting hair. I'm still growing hair into my chest. I'm growing hair on my back. Most of those kind of things stop for an individual well before my age currently. So it's something I can look forward to, all the negative side effects I had, and all the negative effects I had of delayed biological growth. I'll get the benefits of that in the future. My plus 30 years. So I'm looking forward to that. People may not get it now, but I'm sure they'll get it in a few years.